And now what we're going to do is go through our theme settings for the e-commerce website that we're learning how to create so that we can customize the colors, the fonts, and the layout for our e-commerce website. So what I want you to do is come down on the left-hand side of your WordPress dashboard to Appearance and hover over that and click on Customize. And once you're on the Customize page, you should see a bunch of different tabs here. And what we can do is go into each of these tabs and customize the e-commerce website that we're learning how to make. And what you can do here is change the font colors and the font styles and the layouts for your different pages, posts, and product pages. So what I want to do is just show you what I would change for my e-commerce website and also highlight some of these customized tabs so you can go into them and play around with them on your own. And before we actually get started, I do want to note that on the right-hand side over here, you do have a preview screen of what the e-commerce website looks like whenever you make any changes here with your options. And if you want to see what the website looks like on different devices, you do have these icons down here. So you can check it out on the tablet device and also the mobile device or the PC or laptop right here. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is go to the Site Identity tab. So click on that. And what you can do here is change the site title and the tagline for your e-commerce website. And this shows up on the tabs for your web browser. And also it normally shows up on the upper left of your e-commerce website that you're learning how to build. But since we have a logo installed by default by the Hanger theme, the site title and tagline do not show up right here. So it gets replaced by the logo. But if you want to replace the site title default name right here that says my blog or the tagline, then what you can do is just go in here and delete this and type in whatever you want. So I'll just type in NYC Shop Shop and you can see that the tab changes right here now. And then I want to delete the tagline. So I'm just going to remove that. And then if you want to add a favicon or site icon, you can do that right here by clicking on Select Image and then finding the image that you want to use. And the favicon normally shows up on your web browsers next to the web address and sometimes on your tabs right here depending on the web browser. So what we can do is just click on Select Image and you should get this pop-up right here. And if you have your own favicon or logo, then all you have to do is click on Upload Files or make sure that you're on this tab right here and then click on Select Files and find that logo or favicon and then you can just upload it like that. If you want to use the demo content, what you want to do is click on the Media Library tab. And again, you should see all the images and content that you uploaded in the previous step. And we can just select our favicon. So we're going to use this one right here. So you can see the name right here. It's Style Icon Small. And all I have to do is just click on it. So it has this check mark right here. And then we can click on Select. And then if you need to crop the favicon, you can do that. But this is what it looks like right here. So you can see that this is what it's going to look like on your web browser or certain web browsers. So if you're happy with it, then all you have to do is click Skip Cropping. And that's pretty much all you have to do. And now you're going to have a favicon for your e-commerce website. And if you don't have a logo, I will link you to a video on the NYC Tech Club YouTube channel so you can check out how to make a logo for free. Most of the viewers that we have logos or they hire a designer. So we're not going to go through creating a logo. You can just use the demo one for now, and then you can always replace it a little bit later. Okay, so make sure that you check out the video description if you do need help on learning how to create a free logo. All right, so once you're ready, let's click back right here. And now what I want to do is go to the Global tab. And what you can do here is change some of the global options for the e-commerce website that you're learning how to make. And we don't really make any changes to the default settings, but you can see over here that you can change the site width if you drag this little wheel around. And then if you wanted to change the content layout from full width to having spaces on the side, you can just select this one right here, and then you can check out what it would look like right here. But since we don't have any content on our homepage or any other pages right now, it's kind of hard to see. So you can always come back to the settings a little bit later and then just check out what the preview screens look like when you select these different options. But what I do want to note is down here at the bottom, you can change the main font color, the secondary font color, and then the accent color, which is the gold color that you see up here on the shopping cart and throughout the demo e-commerce website. So if you ever wanted to change any of these colors, just click on Select Color and you'll get this pop-up right here. And then you can type in the color code if you know it, or you can drag this wheel to whatever color that you want, or select any of these colors down here. And then if you didn't like any of these colors, then what you can always do is just click on the default button and then go back to the default option. Okay, and then once you're ready, just click on select color again, and then that's all you have to do. So again, you can change the accent color if you don't like the gold color. I actually like it for this demo e-commerce website, so I'm gonna leave everything as is. But once you're ready, we can just click back right here. And now what we're gonna do is come down to the header tab. And once you're on the header tab, there's a bunch of different tabs here, and we're just gonna go through a few of them. So if we go to the settings tab, you can change the header layout if you don't like the full width option and you want the one with padding. Just select the one that you want, and I like to use the default one. And then if you wanted to change the header background color from this white color to something else, all you have to do is click on select color and then select the background color that you want. And you can see that it updates over here on the preview screen, and if you like it, then go ahead and use it. Otherwise, you can always select something else or go back to the default color. And then down here for the header text, you can change the color and also the accent color. So for the header accent color, this is going to be the gold color that you see here. And also whenever you hover over any of these links, it's going to change to the accent color also. So if you wanted to change this to something else, just go in here and then just select the color that you want. And you should see it update right here. So you can see the red now. And then when we hover over the shopping cart link, it also turns to red. So go ahead and come in here and customize these colors to whatever you want for your online store, and really just play around with this stuff. And you can always come back into your options and change this stuff later also. So you don't have to do everything right now. But what I do want to note that is if you do make any changes, you can click on the publish button right here to save your changes. So I'm going to do that right now. Or you can do this at the end. It really doesn't matter when you do it. Just make sure that you click on the publish button to save your changes. Okay, so once you're ready, let's click back right here. And now let's go to the logo tab. And this is where you can go to upload your own logo for the online store that you're learning how to build. So if you don't have a logo right now, you can always make one and come back to this section a little bit later. What I want to do right now is just show you how you can upload a demo logo. So what we're going to do is click remove right here. And then I can click on select image. And I'll come to the media library right here, and if you want to upload your own logo, just click on upload files and then click on select files and find the logo that you want to upload, and then click on select, and that's all you have to do to upload your own logo. If you want to use the demo content one, make sure that you're on the media library tab and then just find this logo right here. So it's a little different. It says the style, and you can see the size over here if you need a recommended size. So once I click on the logo that I want, you can see that we have the check mark right here. Just click on select, and that should upload the logo right here. And what I want to do is, again, just show you down here for the alternative logo that pretty much shows up on the mobile and tablet devices whenever you need a responsive WordPress website. You're going to show a smaller logo here for the different screen sizes. So we'll click remove here, and then click on select image again, and then find this image and click select. Now, you don't need to have an alternative logo. You can always just use this one right here, but I like to have an alternative one so it doesn't show everything whenever the screen's smaller, so it doesn't take up too much space. And you can also change the logo width if you wanted to, but we'll leave that as the default. So let me just save everything really quickly and then click back once you're ready. And again, you can always go in here and upload your logo whenever you want. So if you don't have one right now, you can make one watching our YouTube video on how to make a logo for free, and then go back in there and add the logo anytime whenever you have your e-commerce website. It doesn't have to be right now. Okay, so let's go to the icons tab, and over here for your different pages, the account page, wishlist page, and cart page, there are some icons that are included by default with the WooCommerce plugin. So we want to make sure that all of these are on. And they're all on right now. If you turn them off, it would look like this with the gray color instead. And then for the bottom mini cart text, you're probably going to want to update this, but we can leave this as is right now. And I can remind you to update this later, or you can make a note of it. It might be safer if you just want to delete this, but this is some text that's going to show up on the shopping cart page. So I'll leave this as free shipping, but again, you can always come and edit this whenever you want. Okay, so we're not going to make any changes right there right now. And what I want to do is go to the top bar tab. And what I want to do here is I want to turn on the top bar. So I'll click to turn that on, and you can see on the demo e-commerce website that this is the top bar up here. And we have some social media buttons with the gold accent color, some contact information, some shipping information, and then we can add a drop down menu here for different currencies and different languages if you want to translate your e-commerce website. So if you want a top bar that looks like this, and you can customize the text to look however you want, what you want to do is come over here and turn this on, and then you can customize the colors for your font or the accent colors right here. And then down at the bottom, if you want the social media buttons to show up, you want to make sure that this is turned on, and by default it is. And I'll show you how to add whatever social media pages or buttons that you want in just a little bit. And then over here, you can change the text for the phone number to anything that you want. And then same with the shipping note right here. It doesn't have to be about shipping or have your phone number. You can really put in whatever you want. So you can customize the online store to look however you want. And if you do make any changes, let's click on the publish button to save everything. And then we can just go back right here. And that's pretty much all we have to do for the header section. We don't need to go through these other tabs. You can explore these ones on your own if you want. Otherwise, let's go back right here. And now let's go to the fonts tab. And now what we're going to do is go to the fonts tab. And this is where you can go to change the body font and the headings font. So if you want to change the font style, just go into these drop downs and then select whatever font family that you want. And then if you want to change the font to be bold or to be italicized, you can go in here and then just select whatever type of font style that you want also. Okay, so if you do make any changes, make sure that you click on the publish button to save your changes. Otherwise, let's just go back because I'm going to leave everything as the default. And let's go to the shop tab. And what you can do on the shop tab is if you go to the layout tab, you can customize the look and feel of the shop page for the online store that you're building. And you can see on the demo e-commerce website right here, this is the shop page for the WordPress website that we're creating. And if you like what this looks like, then you actually don't need to make any changes. We have the infinity scroll on the bottom, and we have a sidebar right here, and we have 4 products per row. So if you like what this looks like, then on the layout tab right here, we don't need to change anything, but you do have the option of getting rid of the sidebar or moving the sidebar to the right hand side or having a different scroll option instead of the infinity option. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything here because I do like the default layout options. So let me click back right here. And I don't think we have to do anything in the catalog mode tab. And we shouldn't have to do anything in the custom archives tab either. But if you want to change some of the wording right here for the sales options or when you create a new product, you can do that over here also. So it's really up to you. I'm going to click back right here. And if you do make any changes, click on the publish button right here. Otherwise, let's go back to the main tab section. And now let's go down to the blog tab. And if you want your blog post page to look just like the demo e-commerce website, and you can see the demo blog page right here, what you want to do is go back to the tabs right here and click on the blog archives tab, and then turn on the blog categories and also turn on the highlight first 3 posts, and then click on the infinite button right here. And that's pretty much all you have to do. So once you're ready, just click back right here to come back to the main page. And we're not going to do anything with the product page tab. I leave everything as is, but you can change the stuff if you want. So what I want you to do is just come down to the footer tab and click on that. And what you can do here is change the footer layout if you want, but I like to use the full width option. And all I really want to do is come down to the copyright text, and I want to change this. So if you want to change this, what you can do is just highlight the stuff and then change it to whatever you want. So I can type in the style, NYC Tech Club designed, and you can see that it's going to update over here once it refreshes. And if you want to change the payment option icons, you can do that also by selecting whatever you want down here, and you'll see that refresh right here also. And if you want to change the footer text or color, you can do that right here. Okay. And then once you're ready, you can always click on the publish button to save everything, and then just click back right here. And now what I want you to do is come down to the social media tab. And what you're going to do here is type in the URLs for all of your different social media pages for the buttons that you want to show up on your e-commerce website. And you can see there are a bunch of different social media options for you. And you can see on the demo e-commerce website that the buttons show up right at the top bar. And then if you wanted to put them on the bottom of the page down here, you can also add some widgets for the social media buttons also. So I'll show you how to do that a little bit later in this e-commerce tutorial. But if you need to, pause the video, type in the URLs that you want for the social media buttons to show up. And if you leave any of these blank, then the buttons will not show up. Okay, and then click on the publish button once you're ready. And then let's go back here. And the last thing that we're going to do right now in our theme options is just come down to the WooCommerce tab. So once you're ready, go ahead and click on that. And once you come to this tab right here, just go to the product catalog tab and make sure that you have these options selected so that your pages look just like the demo e-commerce website. And then go back and click on product images. And I just want to change the sizes for some of the stuff. So you can do this if you want. You can always come back here a little bit later and play around with this stuff once you have some content so you can see the images change. But what I want to do right now is just type in 768. And then for the thumbnail width, I'm going to type in 330. And then for the thumbnail cropping, I'm going to click on custom. And I want to put in 8 by 10. So I'll just type that in. And again, we can always change this stuff later. But this is what I have for the demo e-commerce website. So that's what I'm going to put in for this e-commerce tutorial. Okay, so once you're ready, come back to the main page. And again, we're going to come back into this section a little bit later to finish up some of these other tabs that we didn't go through. And we can always go in here and change whatever we want whenever we want. So if you ever want to change anything, you can always come back here later also. So once you're ready, let's click on the publish button just to save everything one more time. And then once you're ready, let's click on the X right here.